I never get this figured out. Um, Good afternoon. Bernie Albertson here, or Bernard Albertson here. You know, I was just looking at myself in this thing. I don't look too bad for 75. I'd like to take a couple of minutes today and talk to you a little bit about honor. Now, I'm an old man. As I just said, I'm 75. Honor and integrity have been important to me all my life. But today I'd like to take a minute or two and speak to you about honor and about your children. You know, when we raise our children, we do the very best that we can. Everybody does, with what they have. In my particular case, I raised 4 children alone after the death of my first wife. And you try to teach them honor and respect, not only for you, but for others and for themselves. And you raise them with discipline. But it's important in today's world, I believe, that children understand honor. And that children understand that we honor them. Now, as youngsters, regardless of what our parents said, regardless of how hard they tried, when we reached a certain age, we did exactly what we wanted to do. But as you raise your children, as you raise them in the church, as you teach them to do the best that they can in school, as you teach them responsibility, we also have to let them know that we honor them. Now, there's such a thing as tough love, and I'm not real sure that that's a good idea. Because if you turn your children out into the world as a youngster, you hear, put them out and shut the door behind them until they learn. If you do that, I think that's just about as close to a death sentence as you could give a youngster. Because when you do turn them out, if you do turn them out, somebody is going to come along, take them in, and abuse them. You have to stand by your children. You have to let them know that never, regardless of what happens, will you ever abandon them. If they break the law, they break the law. And they'll suffer the consequences of their actions. But most generally, children emulate their parents. You show them love, and you'll get love in return. You give them honor, you'll get honor in return. You discipline them, and they will respect you. It may be later in life, but they'll respect you. So the principles that we live by, the principles that we set down for ourselves, we need to teach to our children. If you're a lawbreaker, chances are they're going to be a lawbreaker. If you're a hardworking parent, like the majority of us are, they're going to be a hardworking parent. They're going to be good citizens. But honor is important. If you have a lost sheep and you're a shepherd, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the storm, you're going to go find that sheep and bring him back to the flock. That's exactly what Jesus Christ did. Jesus Christ came to this earth. His Father sent him. to round up his lost sheep and bring them back into the fold. And so we can't abandon our responsibility to our children. Occasionally one of them will be lost. We have to stay right with it. We have to let them know we love them. And the things that we teach them will come back. And they will honor us. They will honor themselves. They'll love us. They'll love themselves. So I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and share that with you. I'm not the brightest guy in the world. When my wife died, I raised 4 children by myself. And I got to tell you, I made mistakes. But every single one of them turned out okay. I've lost one of them. But they were all, or are all, excellent human beings. Hardworking, honest, have their own set of principles, and they honor me. So I love you. I'm just going to say goodbye, and I just wanted to share that with you. I'll see you next time.